Hello, Steve White here. I get asked lots of times in clinics and in lessons about ideas and techniques for warming up and improving single strokes and just general stamina and overall technique really. One of my favourites is an exercise that I've gleaned from the work of the great Joe Morello. It's a version of his stone killer exercises, which are absolutely fabulous, and I use them all the time. But what it does is it just builds up on a daily basis just some overall stamina and just control as well when you're practicing. The important thing about practicing is to have some kind of focus. I always tell my students to have a practice diary so that you're marking down tempos that they're playing with. I think that's really important so you can actually see your progress. This exercise is basically repetition, hand to hand. Joe Morello always kind of used that as an example of developing the hands individually, and so did George Lawrence Stone, who Mr. Morello studied with, who wrote the great book Stick Control. It's very, very simple. I'm going to go for a very, very low tempo, and I'm just going to play repetitions in each hand. I'm going to play 4 repetitions in each hand, then 8 repetitions, and then 12 repetitions, and then 16 repetitions. The idea is to keep everything as relaxed as you possibly can when you do it. So, nice and slowly at first. Here we go. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. So there, I went through 4 repetitions of 4 strokes in each hand, 4 repetitions of 8 strokes, 4 repetitions of 12 strokes, 4 repetitions of 16 strokes, and then I put them together and played a single stroke roll. Now the idea is that you try to keep the hands as equal as possible when you play, same velocity, same stick height, and to remain as relaxed as you possibly can. I'm going to play it a little bit faster and hopefully just to see the difference as I take the tempo up. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. I just took things up to 80 beats per minute and did the repetitions 4 times each. 4 groups of 4, 4 groups of 8, 4 groups of 12 and 4 groups of 16, and then put it together as a single stroke roll. As I mentioned, this comes from Joe Morello's Stone Killer, and in the book he actually says that you play each exercise 50 times, not just 4. So if you do that every day, you're going to have a 5 to 10 minute workout depending on which tempo that you choose to start. It really does work, and it is really worth putting in the effort. Thank you, and I'll see you again.